Disneyland, known as the happiest place on earth, may be the most haunted place on earth. Here we show what seems to be, in a lot of people's opinion, to be Walt Disney himself walking from the haunted mansion. Tell me what you think. It does look like an apparition walking through, and it does go through multiple monitors at the same time, one to another. It looks like he's just walked through the gates and has a little midnight stroll. This footage was taken in 2009 from a closed-circuit TV. I don't know. Looks pretty convincing, but there's more. This isn't the only apparition in Disneyland. These next few clips were taken from Disney's California Adventure, and they both involve the old Tower of Terror, which is now Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Take a look.
A reservation has been made in your name for an extended stay. Wave goodbye to the real world.
Somebody may have been joining this technician on his routine check. See right behind him there, and to his right there? Is it light trickery, or is it something else? Check out this footage from outside the attraction. July 17th, 1955, Disneyland opened, and Walt Disney used to stay on property a lot, and he had an apartment right above the fire station. And he used to oversee the grounds, making sure everything was perfect, and this was one of the cleanest parks and still is today. And I think Walt is still there. In spirit anyway, no pun intended. As you enter Disneyland, on the left, right past City Hall, is the fire station, and right above is where Walt used to stay. And some say that that light cannot be turned off, and it stays on in memory of Walt. When Walt stayed in the park, the light was on, and that's how people knew he was there, so the cast members were on their best behavior. So not long after Walt Disney died, a cast member was up in the apartment cleaning it up and turned the light off and was proceeding to walk out. But before she made it out the door, the light turned back on. So she stopped, turned around, turned it back off, and it came back on as she was trying to leave again. And there was a voice saying, "I'm still here." Ever since, that light has stayed on. Main Street, USA. Also reported to be haunted from cast members. Also home of Gimberly. So above all the stores, most of them anyway, cast members report noises, creaking of floors, things moving on their own. And late at night, you can definitely hear things going on Main Street. Especially reported from the Disneyland Emporium and behind the Magic Shop. There's always seems to be some sort of noises reported by the cast members who work there. This footage taken by a guest shows some sort of apparition on top of Sleeping Beauty Castle during the fireworks show. A person, apparition, whatever it is, it seems out of place right there. So I'm not really sure, and it just kind of seems to fade away as the finale ends. In Disneyland, at Space Mountain, there is a ghost called Mr. One Way. He's known to jump on a ride with you if you're a single rider. Keep an eye on the left side of your screen. He's going to sit next to a gentleman. He's been described, there he is, he's been described as a red-haired and red-eyed being that kind of will talk to you in line and seem like a normal person, or sometimes just show up next to you, but always disappears before the end of the ride where they take your photo. Another attraction in Disneyland, Fantasyland, Snow White's scary adventure, is indeed scary. At night when they shut the power off to the attraction, right here when they sometimes walk by, the witch will turn by herself. No power to the attraction at all. I don't know how it would turn by itself or do anything like that with no power. And they say overall it just has a creepy vibe to it. A creepy feeling when you're walking the ride at night.